Welcome to Fearless Conversations, a podcast by free thinkers of the world. The content within this episode is intended for mature audiences only. Hi, welcome to Fearless Conversations. I'm Euge. Today I'm talking with Rochi Iaizzo. She's many things. She's embryologist, UX designer, writer, and she's also tarot card reader. Card reader would be, you do card readings, right?
Yes, I'm a tarot card reading. So I do like sessions one-to-one with people who want to ask things about their life. But I always say that as I am a psychology student, I try to avoid doing what I call futurology or guessing. What I do is mostly try to encourage the other person to find within himself or herself the answers that he or she is looking for.
Right. So like a self knowledge tool, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Where does tarot come from? Like the history of it. Is there a specific place where it started? Are there records of it?
Okay, it's a long story, but I think it started. They say it started in Italy around year 1440, but there are a lot of cultures who used this tool. Some of them as a game, others as a predictive tool, and since then, the tarot evolved towards what we know today as tarot, that it's, well, for some of us, it's a predictive tool still, but what I do is use it as a self-knowledge tool, like as I say, to dive into our in our deepest place. To discover what is happening inside. So I think that we have our answers, but we don't know how to get to them. So the tarot is like the medium to reach them.
That's amazing. And were you a tarot user before starting to teach, to learn how to help others with this tool?
No, not really. I only had one single session before studying tarot, which was indeed the trigger that made me realize that I was into it.
Right. And did that session help you to solve what you were going through? Why? I don't know if you want to share why you consulted, or did you find help in it?
Yes, I think it's very strange because it's very subjective. I always say that the tarot card reader can say something, and what is the most important thing is what we as consultants understand. You know, sometimes it's like a difference between, for example, if I say something to a consultant and I say the same thing to another one, each of them will receive different information. So I always say that the most important thing is how we receive that information. And yes, it helped me a lot. I was going through I was in a relationship, and it ended, and I was moving also from one city to another. So it was a moment of a lot of changes together. And yes, I don't remember exactly what I was told or which cards came up, but yes, I have this memory. Yes, like feeling relief. Yes.
Great. And how was So what you got in this reading was something that helped you understand your situation, right?
Yes.
Helped you. Okay. So what do you think, like, or maybe in your experience helping others, one of the examples that helped you say, whoa, this is big, like something that happened while you were helping someone and doing them a reading that really was a big impact, that had a big impact on the consultant. Do you have any situations like this?
I can't remember a specific example, but I think that one of the something that makes me realize that it really helps is when they come back. When they come back for to ask something different, of course, because when they come to ask always the same question, I am the first one to say, hey, is this helping you? Because if it's not, maybe you have to look somewhere else. But when they come back with a different issue, I think that makes me that makes me think or understand that it's being really helpful. And something that happened once, this is a very funny situation, but I used to have a consultant that she came very frequent to have sessions, and once she told me, I do sessions online, and once she told me I need to do a session but face to face, and I didn't know her. So yes, live. I didn't know her, but I felt I knew her because of the frequency with which she consulted me. So I tell her, okay, come to my place and we will do a tarot card reading live. When I finish the session, she tells me, okay, sit down because I have to tell you something. This was like 2 years after the first consultation, and she tells me, I'm a tarotist. I'm a tarot card reader, she tells me. But she never told me, but she knew about, she was very near to all the knowledge. And in that moment, I realized that my sessions were indeed very good, because I was like, okay, if she is a tarot card reader herself, and I think she had even more experience than me, and she comes back and she wants to do the session live, and she comes back once again and again, and that was I felt like very, very completed. I'm very happy that that time.
And why didn't she tell you earlier? She didn't want to like influence you, or?
I think so. Yes, I think so, that she maybe wanted me to be like genuine or real, and I guess she wanted to avoid me having like a special treatment for she knowing about. Maybe she wanted to know if I really know what I was talking about or not.
Right. And do you still work with her today?
Well, sometimes yes, we keep in touch. And yes, now I think it would be nice if sometimes I do the other way. I like ask her for a session. I never thought about it, but I think it would be interesting.
You never consulted her?
No.
Oh my, you have to.
Yes,
and so interesting.
Yes, and the funny thing is that her grandmother and her mother were tarot card readers, so it's something that she has in her blood.
That's amazing. How was the process of learning how to help others with tarot? Was it a long process? Was it difficult? Was it special? Do you have to do like any practice? How is that?
Well, I think that everyone can learn how to read the tarot. You have to study it just like any other discipline, but it's not that you need a gift. I think that everyone can learn it. It's just that you have to want. You have to have the decision. You have to just start studying and then listen a lot to your what would be the intuition. I think that there is a very it's very important, the intuition here. You know that I always say that nowadays we used to like mute that intuition because we don't need it. If we think a lot of years ago, cavemen, or I don't know exactly how to say, people who lived in tribes,
Yes.
If they didn't listen to their intuition, they couldn't survive. It was very important. But nowadays, with all the technology and all we have everything so easy, let's say, that we don't need that third eye or that sixth sense, but we all have it. I think that the human being has that sense, but we have it like mute because we don't need it. But if we learn how to look for it, how to develop it, I think that everyone can do it.
Yes, I agree. And that's so interesting because before, people, like, maybe there was, I'm thinking of a lion, I don't know why, but maybe like danger was all around and they had to protect each other, and this led to like a higher like having all your senses very open, right? So you're totally right. Like today we have everything. We have food. Like in modern life, you only need money. So that changes everything. And another thing I would like to know is, how do you conduct your sessions? What would you do, and where can people find you with the sessions?
Okay, so I start explaining this way in which I use tarot, because many people comes with this idea that I will tell them exactly what will happen and how, and that. So I always first explain the way I used to work. That is not futurology, not guessing. It's not predictive, but it's just looking for the answers within you. Like, for example, if someone tells me, am I going to meet? Sometimes they come and they ask me, will I fall in love? Will someone fall in love with me? And I usually give like a twist where I ask, what do you want? Do you want to fall in love and someone to fall in love with you? And if the answer is yes, I'm like, okay, let's ask the cards, how can you reach that? How can you get into that? So that is the way in which I work. It is called therapeutic tarot or evolutive tarot, because it has a more therapeutical or psychological view. So that firstly that. Then what I offer is two kind of sessions. On one hand, I have the sessions that are called questions and answers. That it's basically the consultants they ask their questions and get their answers. Obviously, there are some parameters or some rules in order to ask, but that would be like a more closed session. And on the other hand, I have a more open session, which is called Astro Tarot, because it's a combination between astrology and tarot. So in that case, when the consultant is not sure about what he or she wants to ask, I just pick up some cards and the information arises itself, let's say. So I choose 12 cards, and each card is related to us, to an astrology sign. And each astrology sign is at the same time related to a life aspect. For example, work, love, family. So there the consultant gets like a general view of its life at that moment. And then what I do basically is, as I work, I do virtual sessions. What I do is mostly work via WhatsApp. So I send audios and the pictures of the cards. So I then explain what the cards.
You send voice notes and the pictures via.
Yes, sorry, voice notes.
Text, right? Via text, WhatsApp text or.
Yes, voice note and the pictures. And I explain the cards and how do the cards relate to the question. And well, of course, well, for example, today I had a session via Zoom, because the consultant wanted to do it face to face. So I always offer that option too, but I usually prefer or WhatsApp or the application Purple Ocean, is where I work mostly. But they can contact me always via Instagram at Rochinus. That is my Instagram.
That's amazing. And how does Purple Ocean work? Like, you sent us a video with your Purple Ocean presentation. We're gonna watch it now.
Okay.
Ahí está. Y ahora te pregunto sobre Purple Ocean. Okay, so that was Rochi's presentation for Purple Ocean. And now, how do you find any difference between working through Purple Ocean and having a face-to-face session? Are there any differences? Like, will one of the sessions work better than the other, or is it like the same? What do you think?
Okay, I think that outside the application, I can give a much specific and longer sessions. Maybe I can have 1 hour, 1.5 hours sessions. But what happens is that I have to, in some way, go to look for my consultants, like do all the, let's say, propaganda.
Advertising, yeah.
Yes, all the advertising. And the thing is, I don't usually consider myself very good for that, and I feel it's very time consuming. So that's why I prefer to offer my service through Purple Ocean, because they do all the advertising. They go to look for the consultants, and I have to be only like what I call like online or offline. You know, I can open the app in my desktop. I just put myself online as if it were a, I don't know,
an office.
Messenger, an office, yes. And they can reach me whenever I am online, and I have 1 hour to answer to the question. But I am only able to answer in a 3-minute video. So that would be the big limitation. Of course, that the app will keep like a profit, let's say. I don't care much about that, but what makes me sometimes feel I sometimes feel like it's a very short period to answer something that sometimes it's very very complicated, you know. But well, I think that it's obviously a way to invite the consultant to want 3 more minutes and then 3 more minutes. I mean, like a marketing tool. But I always try to complement with the text. I have a 3-minute video, but then I can add via text. I think that for an hour or two, I have like a free channel, a free text channel with a consultant. So that's the only limitation. I always indeed say, I am sorry, but the application only lets me answer in a 3-minute video. So if you have any doubts, you can text me. But yes, on the other hand, I think that a lot of people are happy with that, because nowadays we want a quick answer, quickly, and a quick answer. You know what I mean? They sometimes prefer.
They're very anxious, right? Like we want everything right away.
Yes, so I think that maybe for me, I feel like it doesn't work. But on the other side of the screen, I think that there are people who are much happy with that. Like they just need an answer, a quick answer, and quickly. So that is what the application offers, basically.
I love it. Well, Rochi, this has been great. I think everyone should be your consultant. So if you want to have make any questions, you know how Rochi works, and you can contact her on her Instagram or on Purple Ocean if you are outside of Argentina. So let's hope everyone calls you. And is there anything left that you would like to say about tarot to the people that are listening to us?
Yes, give the tarot an opportunity if you don't believe in it, because I think that sometimes we need to how would you say it? We need sometimes we need to believe in something, and we wait to be hopeless to give the opportunity to something like this. I think that will be my final message. Don't wait to be hopeless. Give it a try before.
That's very nice, Rochi. Well, this has been great. Thank you very much for joining us. Go check her Instagram. Go check her on Purple Ocean. We're going to leave the links below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. This is the end of our episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.